Everybody, Nina here, and today I want to talk to you about Never Fade, the second book in the Darkest Minds series. So I finished this book a week or two ago, I can't remember, and I loved it. I can't say I loved it as much as the first book, but I did love it. I thought it was amazing. So let me just read the back of the cover for you. Ruby never asked for the abilities that almost cost her life. Now she must call upon them on a daily basis, leading dangerous missions to bring down a corrupt government and breaking into the minds of her enemies. Other kids in the Children's League call Ruby leader, but she knows what she really is, a monster. All right, that's all I'm going to give you. You can read the back cover on your own. I know you can. But today I want to talk to you about this book. So in the first book, we meet the core group of friends. We meet Ruby, Liam, Zoo, and Chubbs. This book does not take place right after the ending of book one, which I typically like. I like it to kind of flow in chronological order. This one jumps ahead. We do get to hear what happens within those months that we missed eventually throughout the story, but it does jump ahead and we're kind of left going, wait, what? Wait, how did we get here? And we quickly catch up. So that's cool. That gives us what we need. But in this book, we meet a whole new set of friends, a whole new group of people. Again, you know, in that little clip that I gave you from the back, you know that Ruby is now with the Children's League, which in the first book, that does not seem like something we want to have happen. But in this, we do meet them. We get a little bit more knowledge as to who these people are, who this Children's League is, and whether or not they are a good entity or a bad entity. And I'm not going to tell you my opinion. But I love the way that Bracken develops these characters. You love these characters. You want them to succeed. You feel for these characters. You feel their pain. You feel their joy. You feel their excitement. You feel their fear. She has an excellent way of writing to make you feel everything that her characters are feeling. So her writing style, phenomenal. Either she is absolutely a phenomenal writer or she has a phenomenal editor. And it may be both because she is a traditionally published author. And that is the difference between a traditionally published author and an independent author. Traditional publishing houses have a huge selection of editors that they can go to, cover design artists that they can go to, and we as independent authors, like myself, have to rely on those that we can find and hire on our own. And sometimes the ones that we can afford aren't necessarily the ones that these people would be able to get. Now, I absolutely love my editor. I am thrilled with her. She has done all of my books, and I will continue to use her because she's amazing. But again, this one, awesome book. So one of the things I love the most about this series is the way that she has designed her covers. So it looks great. Now, this one in particular, I'm not really sure what the cover had to do with the storyline. Now that I have read the book, I'm little confused by that, but I love the look of it. It's beautiful. And then she has a second cover on the inside, another full cover, and it shows a quote from one of the characters, which I love because you read this quote and you're like, oh, I wonder how that relates. And then you read the book and you're like, oh, that's cool. So this quote is, I don't want to just see someone's face. I want to know his shadow too. That was pretty cool. Now, I am not going to tell you which character says this because you need to read the book and you need to find it for yourself. All right. So the look of these books are absolutely stunning. The color choices, stunning. The writing, stunning. Characters are phenomenal, very well rounded, well written, and developed beautifully. What do I have else? What else do I have to say about this book? I think you should read it, but first read The Darkest Minds and know that these are coming out as a motion picture. So Darkest Minds is coming out later this year. So if you have not read it yet, get it. I did recently discover after finishing the third book and starting the next one I just finished, in the afterlight, which I will be talking about in another video. And I just started the fourth book, which is actually a series of 3 novellas. But I did discover while reading the 3 novellas that you are supposed to read book 1, The Darkest Minds, and then the first novella, then book 2, then the second novella, then book 3, then the third novella. So, okay, didn't know that, but I think you should read it that way, because after reading the first novella last night, I definitely think I would have liked to have read that prior to reading Never Fade. So pick up the first book. If you've already read that, pick up the book of novellas and then pick up Never Fade. It's an excellent read. It's a quick read, and it will definitely keep you entertained. I totally see why this series is about to become a major motion picture. Bye, everybody. Enjoy.